Hello, hello. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm Teacher Oakley. And today we are going to be learning some English vocabulary. Specifically, English vocabulary to describe size and shape. So, of course, we'll be looking at mostly adjectives, words that describe nouns in English, but we'll also look at some noun forms of shapes in particular. And to do that, we are going to do some various forms of exercises together and talk a little bit as well about how we describe sizes and shapes of things like people. Okay. All right. Of course, when we describe people, we get a little more creative. What shape are you? I'm a little bit pear-shaped. Whoa. Okay. All right. So we're going to look at, come on in and join me. Don't be shy. We'll get started. Looking at shapes and sizes. Hello, Natalia. Welcome to the class.
Hello, how are you? Thank you. Fine.
I'm fine, thank you as well. Nice to have you here.
Yeah.
Okay. And also welcome Karina. Hello, Karina. I can hear you. I can hear you, but I can't hear you speak. Hello, Karina. How are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
There we go. Yes, it's very low, however.
Okay.
Oh, now it's better.
I am Alan. I am not Karina. I am Alan, okay?
Yeah, I kind of figured that out. Okay. Hi, Alan. Okay. Very good. Welcome to the class, Alan. All right. Let's start talking about English vocabulary words for size and shape. I'm going to start out. I'm going to do a screen share with you and test you a little bit. Okay, hang on. All right. Let's get started. Okay. What is the now? These are 4 basic nouns which we use to describe size here. Okay, these 4 basic nouns also have an adjective form. What is it? Natalia, what is the adjective form of length?
Length?
Yes. What is the adjective form? Length is the noun. So what does length describe? What is length talking about?
Maybe the large?
No, not exactly. Although something that has length may be large. Not entirely wrong. But, okay, if something has great length, all right, then we can describe it as being very, what? No idea? Not sure? Let's see if Alan can help us. Alan, if something has great length, what is it described as? It's long. Right. So length, long. Okay. If a rope has great length, it's a very long rope. So the adjective form of length is long. Some of these size nouns are a little difficult to pronounce for second language users. Okay, Alan, how about height?
I know. long.
Okay. If a building has great height, we can say it's very
Very big?
what? Sorry.
No, I don't know. Very big?
Mm, well, let's see if Natalia can help you. Natalia.
I do. So height.
So, very close. So high. Just high. We just get rid of the T sound. All right. So it's high. So length is long, and height is high. It's a very high building, or the bird is very high up in the sky. Okay. How about number 3? Natalia, how about width?
Width. Let me see.
What's that?
Maybe width.
So what
Maybe.
So long, high. What do you think? The ocean is very
White?
wide. Wide. Yes, you're right.
White or white? I understand.
Wide.
White. Okay, the pronunciation is white.
Right, with the D. That's very good.
Okay,
Thank you. You got
okay.
it. The ocean is very wide. Indeed. Okay. Alan, how about depth?
I have
no
idea.
Well, not only is the ocean very wide, which indeed it is.
I know.
But
it's deep.
It's also very deep. Very good. Yeah. Of course. That's right. You got it. Okay. So these all refer to describing shape. Deep, however, in English is also used to mean something like if you're discussing something and it's very intellectual, it's very difficult to understand. We can say it's very deep, like you're discussing philosophy. Ooh, deep discussion. Okay? All right. Now, the thing is, here with these size things, it all depends on how you're looking at something. Okay? Let me stop the screen share and kind of try to demonstrate the idea here. Hello, Mustafa. Welcome to the class. Hi there.
Hi, welcome.
Sorry?
Hello, my name is Mustafa.
Mustafa, yeah. I thought I had that right. Okay. Welcome to the class. Hello, hello.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Now, of course, wide, deep, length, depth. Okay. Taking a look at I got a little flashlight here. All right. Great. So it depends on how I'm looking at it, what I talk about. Okay. If I'm looking at it this way, I can say the flashlight is longer. All right. Longer. It has its length is, I don't know, whatever, 12 centimeters, 15 centimeters, whatever, 12 centimeters, let's say. Okay. But if I look at it like this, now what do I talk about? Natalie?
The height?
The height, thank you. That's correct. Very good. Now, probably either way, I'm going to call this the width, okay? But this is a three-dimensional object. 3 dimensions, when we say three-dimensional object, length, width, and depth. Okay, so when we're talking also, you know, it's easy to think about the ocean being deep, deep water. Of course, we understand that. But describing a three-dimensional object, also I'm describing depth as this third dimension here. Okay? Maybe this is the width, but this is the depth. All right? So something like a flashlight, well, this flashlight is perfectly square. So the width and the depth are exactly the same if I'm looking at it from this perspective. Okay? So width and depth are the same as a flashlight. Of course, if I'm looking at something like a notepad, all right, I can look at length, width, but the depth is almost nothing. Okay? All right. So when we describe three-dimensional objects, we usually are actually describing width, length, and depth. How deep it goes back from our viewpoint. So height is usually just reserved for tall things. Okay, hello Leo, welcome.
Hi, good night, everyone.
Good evening, Leo. It's morning where I am. So good morning. Where are you, Leo?
Yeah, good morning. I'm from Portugal.
Okay, well, good morning. Portugal. Must be
Yes.
very, very early in the morning there.
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay. All right, let's use some of the adjectives to do a little exercise and make sure we understand these different meanings and how we use them to talk about different things. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start with Mustafa. We're going to do, all right, there's numbers here. We're going to match them with the letters below. All right. So Mustafa,
Yeah, okay.
how tall is John?
He's just over 6 foot, nearly 2 meters.
All right, just over 6 foot. Very good. So we talk about how tall a person is. We would never say how high is John. That just sounds weird. Exactly. Okay. Mustafa, how tall are you?
I'm about 1 meter 80 centimeter. I mean 180.
180. Okay. Average height.
Yes.
Yep. I believe 180 centimeters is considered average height. That's how tall. Me too, Mustafa. We're exactly the same.
Yeah.
All right. Max, welcome to the class.
Hello.
Hi there.
I'm fine, thanks.
Great. Good. I'm good. All right. Max, how high is Everest?
I don't know.
Is it, well, okay. Looking at, you have options. Okay.
Oops.
Is it a couple hundred yards? Is it 2 meters?
More.
Is it over 20 miles? Oh my God. We already picked D.
I think E.
E. Okay. All right. Well, logically, all right. It's over 8,500 meters. And it would be common in English to say it's over 8,500 meters high. We can add high at the end of the sentence. Okay.
Right.
Now, we use tall to talk about people and high to talk about mountains always. But we can use either one to talk about buildings. All right? This is very normal. Leo, how long is the Channel Tunnel? Leo, are you there? Leo, how long is the Channel Tunnel, do you think?
The answer C.
C, over 20 miles, I think. Again, very normal to say over 20 miles long. We don't. It's optional. You can say it or not. It's a little clearer if you do. Okay. A tunnel. Obviously, we're going to describe it as long. Okay.
I don't
Yes.
know.
Leo, do you have a question?
He's just over 6 foot.
Yes. What about that? That's describing a person.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, anybody, you guys have questions, don't be shy. Ask me right away. I like questions. Okay. Alan, how wide is the Thames?
I think it's a couple of 100 yards.
Couple of 100 yards. Really? Is that true? I guess so. That's the most logical answer. Of course, as you guys know, crazy Americans and Brits still talk about miles and yards. You guys more than likely are used to meters and kilometers. Okay. Yeah, that would be the logical answer. Natalia, how deep is your swimming pool?
Maybe it's B. It's 2 meters on the deep end.
Okay, very good. Yes, of course, water we usually refer to as deep. Do you have a swimming pool, Natalia?
Sorry?
Do you have a swimming pool?
No.
No.
No, in my home, no swimming pool.
No
No
swimming
have.
pool.
No.
Okay. I don't have. All right.
I don't have. Yes.
All right. Okay. Me neither. I wish. Okay. Now we're going to look at some more adjectives for big and small. What's big? What's small? And can you think of another one? There are so many adjectives that relate to big and small. Okay, Mustafa?
Yes, large is big.
Yes, it is. Can you think of another one that means, another word that means big?
Yeah, huge.
Huge. Excellent. Good job. Huge. Which is bigger? Big, large, or huge?
I think huge.
Huge. I think I agree. All right. Very good. Max, how about immense?
Immense.
Is it big or small?
I don't know.
Personal.
I think small.
Well, no, actually.
No.
It's quite large. The universe is immense. For example, we would talk about big things. The universe is immense is very normal. But it would be very strange to say I have an immense headache. That would be just it's too big for that. Okay. Do you, Max, do you know any other words for really, really big?
From the list only.
Well, or from the list only? Oh, okay. All right. Let's see if you guys can come up with some more, and then I'll give you some at the end. See what you guys can come up with first. Okay, Leo.
Yes.
Little. Okay, is little
No,
big or
it's
small?
small.
Small. Okay. All right. Can you think of any other words that mean small?
Yeah. Tiny.
Tiny. Well, okay. We got tiny here as well. Which one is smaller, tiny or little? No. Oh, another one. Did you? I believe you just said minuscule.
Yes.
Very good. Good one.
Or
Okay.
lower, for example.
What was that last one?
Lower.
Lower? Not really lower. Lower refers to position, not really size. If you're saying lower, I'm not
Okay.
sure if this is the word you're saying.
Okay, okay.
Lower. Lower refers to position. Higher, lower. Opposite of higher. Okay. Alan, how about this word? Whoa, what is this word? Tricky one.
Minute. Minute. For me, it's a small minute. Small thing.
Small thing. Okay, yes, indeed. Of course, pronunciation, all right. This is the same word, same spelling, all right, for minute, like 60 seconds equal 1 minute, right?
No, isn't.
Huh?
This isn't a minute.
It is. It is actually, if we spell it, oh, maybe I'm wrong. If we spell, this here in this group of adjective is minute, is the pronunciation.
Minute. Like a
Minute.
little thing.
Like really, really little, yeah, exactly.
Okay. And it's minute.
Yeah, minute. It's very, very, very tiny, extremely tiny. Yeah. Okay. So that one's a little tricky. Natalia, here's an interesting one. Is vast big or small?
Mm, hmm.
50-50.
50-50?
50-50. 50% chance you'll be right.
Maybe is big?
Yay, you're correct. Vast is a very interesting word because it works differently than the normal adjectives for big and small. We can only use vast to talk about an open space, a place. The Sahara Desert is vast, or the vast Pacific Ocean. Also, you will hear the noun form vastness. Vastness of the Pacific Ocean. So we can't say, all right, I bought a vast blanket. That would sound very, very strange. You can buy a huge blanket, a large blanket, sure. But to describe objects, we would never use vast. So this is very interesting. All adjective. Now, of course, we also have enormous and massive, which also mean very, very large. Anyone open for the class? Can anyone think of any other adjectives for big? Anyone? No? I have a couple.
Maybe
Yeah.
pronunciation would be wrong. Gigantic.
Okay. Well, here's one. Humongous. All right. And very good. You're pretty close. Gigantic. The first G
Okay.
is a J sound, and this is a G sound. Gigantic. Yes. Absolutely. Gigantic. Humongous. It's an interesting one. Maybe. Oh, I don't know how to spell this word. I'm not sure about the spelling. Okay, hang on. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. I always confuse this, 2 L's or 2 S's. Colossal. Often to talk about man-made structures like buildings, the colossal pyramids in Egypt. Okay. Notice how you can remember this word because it's kind of close to Colosseum. If you think about the Colosseum in Rome, it is colossal. Huge. All right. Here's one of my favorites as well. Talk about very large. Gargantuan. I don't know why. It's just fun to say. Gargantuan. 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 Also, very, very large. Okay, so there's some interesting. All those words are very, very large. Does anybody, again, open for the class, does anybody know any more adjectives that mean small? Very small. Very, very small. Anybody? Got any?
Microscopic.
Yeah.
Microscopic. Very good. Yes, that's on our. That made our list here. Microscopic. We have. Yes, very good. Sorry.
I don't know. Weak. It's like small improve. Something. Weak.
Weak.
No. T. I don't know how to spell it.
Tweak.
Yeah, tweak. No.
Well, all right. That's related. That is an interesting word. It doesn't actually refer to size specifically, but if you tweak something, it's actually a verb. So if you tweak something, you make a small adjustment or a small improvement. So it's a verb, it's an action, a small fix. Kind of related, but not actually an adjective. But for small, okay, microscopic, puny. For some reason in English, we sometimes use double alliterative sounds. Teeny tiny, or pee-wee, pee-wee. Okay, I don't know, because they're cute. I'm not sure why, but we have a few words that have repeated syllables or repeated sounds to describe tiny, teeny tiny. Itsy bit. Oh, here's another good one. Itsy bitsy. She had a teeny tiny itsy bitsy yellow polka dot bikini. Okay. Minuscule, minute, puny. Okay. Anyway, all right. I think that's enough of that for now. Okay. Just a quick word. Large is generally, very generally, this is not really a rule, but generally is more formal than big. And as all formal English language, we use it in written language more often than speaking. Huge, enormous, immense, these really big words, humongous, gigantic, quite often used with absolutely. For example, with another adverb. Their new house is absolutely huge, absolutely enormous. And again, vast is used to talk about space. China is a vast country. Okay, let's try another exercise here. What is the wrong word in the sentence? Leo, I'm going to start with you this time. So just please read the sentence with the correct word. Okay, there's a slash between two adjectives. Try to choose the correct word. Leo?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you got this skirt in a large size, please?
Right. Shirt. Shirt. Right.
Shirt.
Right. You would ask for a shirt, a large. Sometimes, of course, for clothing, we can use extra large, but we certainly don't say huge. All right. You might need an extra large shirt, but you would never say. It would sound very funny if you said.
Not huge.
Yeah. Okay. Alan, can you try number 2?
I can see.
Huh? You can't see? Uh-oh.
There was a huge dog in the park. I was terrified.
Very good. Yes, you cannot say vast for a dog. Again, vast is about a space. Excellent job. Natalia, how about number 3?
Mm, I want to find a bigger flat. The one I'm in now, it's absolutely little.
Okay. Here's a little bit of a tricky thing. With
Um,
with with little, okay, we tend to use, maybe we can say really or very. It's really little. It's very little. But we probably wouldn't, with this more extreme adverb, we're going to use a more extreme, in general, with a more extreme adverb, we use a more extreme adjective. So,
okay.
okay,
In this-
generally speaking, all right, absolutely
tiny?
tiny. Yeah,
Okay.
tiny. Yes. You know, not actually a rule, but a general guideline, as so many things are in English. We're going to use more extreme adverbs with more extreme adjectives. Okay, Mustafa, can you try number 4, please?
You can only see through the microscope. They are absolutely minute.
Yeah, there you go. Same idea here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, good job. Okay. All right, now we're going to look at some opposite adjectives, some antonyms. Antonyms are words that have the opposite meaning, and we're going to use them to fill in the blanks with some sentences. So, the opposite of wide is narrow, short, tall, long, short. Okay, low, high, deep, and shallow. Thin and thick. Again, I mentioned earlier the use of deep. If somebody's very deep, they think very deeply, but if somebody's very shallow, they only think about their appearance, how they look. They don't think about anything, I don't know, I can't really say important, but anything like philosophy or they're not deep thinkers. They only think about surface things. They're very shallow. And thin, thick. Okay, Max. All right.
About deep
Yes.
and shallow, I think in our collocation is breath. Deep breath, shallow breath. No?
Deep what? Oh, shallow
Breath.
Breath, like
Yes.
breathing. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, you're right. Oh, that's another one. I didn't think of that. But you're absolutely correct. If you take a deep breath, because, all right, the doctor examines you. Please take a deep breath. Okay. Very good. You're absolutely right. Okay. Actually, this exercise is kind of in the form of a dialogue, so I'll say the first part, and you guys will read the second part with a little cursor, and choose which antonym adjectives to fill in the blank with. Okay, so Max, do you think Marco's good enough at basketball to become a professional?
He's probably a bit short to be a top player. Some of those guys are heads and shoulders bigger than him. They are so long. They can just drop the ball in the basket.
Okay. They're so tall. Now, we just don't normally refer to human beings as long.
Okay.
A snake can be long, sure, but a human is tall. Okay, there's another interesting phrase, head and shoulders bigger, okay, than him. Okay. Head and... I do want to point out that this also has an idiomatic meaning. If you're head and shoulders above the rest of the class, you have a much higher ability. we can use it to refer to abilities, having a superior or higher ability than others. So, or it can be physical, like in this situation here. Hello, Claudio. Welcome to the class.
Hi, Oakley. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Long time no see.
Oh, yes. Yes,
Nice
it
to see you.
was. I was studying just listening skills because I was with last time.
Okay. Well, good to see you again. In any case,
I'm glad to be here.
Okay, well, I'll get to you in just a minute. Right now, I'm going to talk to Leo.
Yes,
Leo,
I'm here.
it's quite a something journey from my house to the college. I have to take 2 buses. What would that be? Here's your options. It's quite a something
Can I
journey.
see the phrase, please?
Sure.
The phrase, please.
Sure. What do you think? And then you can look at the second part if that helps too.
Maybe.
It's just a something walk across the park for me. Yes? Natalia?
Just a
maybe
long walk across the part of me.
Short.
Yeah, well, short and long. Okay, so which one belongs where, Leo? It's a something journey from my house to the college. I have to take 2 buses.
Okay. It's far.
Okay, all right. It is all right. Well, a far journey. That's true. Okay, it's a long journey from my house to the college. It's just a short walk for me. Okay. Now, this is interesting, and you're absolutely right. Far would work equally well. That's true. So, this is interesting when we're talking about distance. Long and short can refer to really the distance, the physical measured distance, how many kilometers, whatever, or it can actually also refer to how much time it takes to get there. Okay. Probably when he says it's just a short walk across the park for me, he's really kind of referring to how much time it takes. All right. And English speakers, if you ask them how far to the mall, they may say it's 2 kilometers, or they may say it's a 10-minute drive.
Okay.
So equally, it's very common to talk about distance for English speakers, to talk about the time it takes or the actual distance. Okay, Alan. Alan, what's your new house like? Alan, are you there? Okay, I guess we'll come back to Alan. Claudio, so what's your new house like? Claudio, are you
Sorry,
there?
Oakley. I was muted. I have to read, or I have to put the correct word at the blank?
Yeah, that's right. Here's the words. So they're all adjectives dealing with
Okay, all right. Okay.
size and shape.
So, what's your new house like? I've got a few problems actually. On one side of my garden, the walls too, and the neighbor's dog keep jumping into the garden, and on the other side they've just put up a really which blocks out of their light. Can I check the words again?
Yep.
Okay, the fence high.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, the high fence blocks out the light. Okay, yep, that's logical.
And the wall is too and okay, the wall is too small, maybe it's too like
Well,
it's
we got
too low.
low, too
Low.
low. Okay,
Low and high. Yes.
low and high. The garden wall's too low because the dog keeps jumping over the wall. Okay, but the fence is too high and it blocks out all the light. Right. Very good. Okay, so there you go. Low and high. Natalia,
Yeah.
be careful if you go swimming in that lake.
Okay. Be careful if you're swimming in the lake. It's water very deep.
Well, probably not. We talk about water. Well, we don't have big, actually.
Maybe deep, no?
Yes, deep. Yeah, you had the swimming pool question. Okay. The water's very deep. All right. And the second part?
Don't worry. It's quite shallow. Shallow is the pronunciation?
Shallow.
Shallow.
That's it. Shallow. Very good. Okay. It's quite shallow where we go. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right. So it's opposite of deep. It's up to your ankles or up to your knees. Okay. Mustafa, how about number 5?
Yeah, okay. One thing I noticed when I went to the US, it is how long all the roads are. How long, right? Or
Well, logically, okay. Well, that fits. It does fit the sentence, Mustafa. You're right. But if we read on, there's probably another option.
where I live, all the streets are really short. Just enough. No. I think. Can I see the above
Yes.
phrases? Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think wide and narrow.
I think you're right. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Right. And that's true. As an American, everyone always says that the roads in the United States are very wide.
Yes, right.
Yeah, that's absolutely
So
true.
the first one is wide, and the second one is narrow.
That's right. Very good. Yeah, where I live, the roads are also very narrow. I don't. There's just like this, barely enough room for 2 cars. How about where you live, Mustafa?
I'm from Egypt. Okay, so it varies according to the street. Some may accept more than 2 cars, and some may not. So it's according to the street itself.
Okay. All right. So you have some wide streets and you have some very narrow streets.
Yes, right.
Right. Yeah, I'm an American, but I live in the Philippines, and we just have narrow streets. Really, no joke. Okay. Claudio, I'm freezing.
Freezing? Okay. I'm freezing. I'm not surprised with the jacket on. You should have brought a winter coat. And
Okay.
I forgot the word.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you.
Okay. Oh, maybe. Okay, can I read again? Could I read again? Okay,
Yeah.
please.
Sure.
Okay. And I'm not surprised with the maybe teen jacket
Okay.
and thick coat.
Okay. Yeah. Be careful of the pronunciation of the TH. Stick out your tongue. Don't be shy. Thin and thick. Yeah.
Okay. Thin.
And that's
thick.
better. That's great.
Okay.
And yes, we refer to clothes as thin and thick. That's absolutely right. This is very common to refer to clothes as thin and thick. Natalia.
Yeah.
In the background, it sounds like somebody is sewing clothes. Where you are.
I think is the word is. I'm not surprised with that.
Okay. All right. Sounds like someone is sewing clothes where you live. Okay. Or where you are. Okay. Anyway. All right. Now we're going to talk about more space adjectives that we use, for example, to describe lines. Natalia, which line, 1, 2, 3, 4, which one is the vertical line?
2.
Very good. This is vertical. Excellent. Mustafa, which one is diagonal?
Number 3.
Indeed, you are correct. Perfect. Claudio, which one are parallel lines?
Parallel. Number 4.
Of course, because I said lines, plural.
Yeah.
Duh. I gave it away. All right. So obviously.
But in Portuguese, it's the same word as well.
Is it?
To be honest,
Really?
it's the same word.
Okay. I didn't know that. And horizontal, of course, is 1. Okay. The one that's missing here, of course, is perpendicular. That perpendicular lines are lines that cross each other at right angles to form like a cross. All right, so if I moved 1 on top of number 2, those would be perpendicular lines. Which I will attempt to spell in the chat box. Oh, wow, I did it. Perpendicular, hard to spell. Okay. Now we're going to get to some shapes here. All right. What are these shapes? Okay. Now we're going to get challenging here. Okay. Mustafa, what is this shape? Number 1.
Circle.
It is a circle. Okay. Is that one of our options? All right. Yes, it is. Circle. Very good. And Claudia, what is shape number 2?
Triangle.
It is a triangle. Very good. Natalia, what is shape number 3?
Pyramid?
Pyramid.
Pyramid.
Yeah, pyramid. Yes, it is. Very good. You guys are good. All right, let's get a little more challenging here. Mustafa, number 4 is?
Octagon.
Yes, here it is. Octagon. 8-sided. Mustafa, do you have stop signs in Egypt?
What do you mean?
Stop signs where you have to stop your car, like
yes.
You know, when one road goes into another road, you have to stop.
Yeah, there are signs.
And what shape are stop signs? in Egypt?
Like, I think it is a triangle. One.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. In the United States, stop signs are always octagons.
Yeah. In
Natalia?
my country, the same.
Octagons? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Claudio, how about in Brazil? What shape are stop signs?
No, it depends. We have some of them on octagon, and we have circle as well.
Oh, really?
It depends on the city that you have. Brazil,
Really? Interesting.
Brazil, we don't have a lot of rolls.
Okay. All right. Claudio, what's shape number 5 here?
Rectangle. Maybe?
Rectangle. Yes.
Rectangle. Rectangle.
There it is.
Okay.
Very good. Natalia, how about number 6? What is this?
Semicircle?
Semicircle. Very good. Excellent. Okay. If this was the moon, what would we call that?
I don't know, remember with the
this is the shape of the we
they maybe grown up. I don't know.
Well, we can say it's half moon, and in fact, it's a half moon. Okay, but we also use half moon to describe the shape sometimes. Okay, so
Okay.
you may see that actually used.
I have a question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, do you have those names for moon like Minguant and Nova? Do you know in English, or just half moon and full moon?
Yeah.
When the moon is full, what the name of the moon? Full moon, fully moon. When we are all circle.
Good question. It's a full moon.
Moon? Okay.
Right. Okay. It's a full moon, half moon, and we also say we say new moon as well.
Moon. Okay.
I forgot what we call it.
At the end of the period,
Yeah, I know.
when the moon is riding.
Yeah, I can't. I think there's another word for it, but sometimes we call it 3/4 moon. But I think there's another word. I can't remember it.
Waning. Here in Brazil is like waning moon.
Waning. Okay. Well, yeah. There you go. Yes. Waxing and waning. Waxing when the moon is becoming more full. It's waxing. All right. And waning when the color is going away. It's waning. It's becoming less full, I guess, or new.
But in English, is in English a common way to describe the moon, or just a half moon and full moon? Just because here in Brazil, waning and waxing moon is very, very rare. It's not so common to use in a daily basis.
Right, and it's actually these are verbs. The moon is waxing. The moon is waning. So, yeah, depending on circumstance, I would say in English it's also pretty rare to hear those words. Yeah, usually we just say it's a full moon. Actually, most people just talk about the full moon or not a full moon.
Okay, I got likewise here in Brazil.
Yeah. Okay. Mustafa, number 7.
Square.
Obviously a square. Okay, that's an easy one. Okay. Claudio, how about number 8?
It's cube.
It's a cube. A cube.
A cube.
Yep, it's a cube.
Okay.
Three-dimensional square is cube, right? Okay, Natalia, I need you to use your imagination a little. This is a three-dimensional circle. It's not a very good picture, I know.
Sphere?
Very good. Oh, wow, I'm quite impressed. All right, excellent. A three-dimensional ball or circle is a sphere. It is spherical. All of these words have another adjective form, by the way. And the last one, Claudio. Whoops, I'm sorry, Mustafa.
I think oval.
Oval. Okay, very good. It's an oval.
Yes.
Oval. All right. All right. Okay. Here are. Okay. We only have a few minutes, so let's look at these weird shapes. What are these called? Okay. Now we'll get more challenging. Claudio, number one.
Oh, I have no clue. Okay, maybe a strange ball.
Coke can. Okay. Well, let's quickly look at some of the words here. Heart-shaped, diamond-shaped.
Cylindrical. Cylindrical.
Cylindrical, a cylinder. The shape is called a cylinder. So cylindrical. This ICAL is octagonal. The AL ending we often use as the adjective form.
It is very close to the Portuguese word.
Is it?
Method. Yeah, it's very close.
All right.
But I didn't remember of the Portuguese word as well.
Okay. All right. Natalia, what's that?
And the two? It's pointed?
Pointed. I guess so. Now, okay, personally, I would just say it's an arrow. So, I don't know. Pointed is weird for me here. I have to be honest with you. That doesn't really work. I would just say that's an arrow. That shape is an arrow.
Okay.
Okay. Mustafa?
Heart.
Heart-shaped, okay? Many of these very distinct shapes, we actually use a hyphenated, that little dash in the middle to join the two words, what it looks like in shaped. So, yeah, just heart-shaped. And Mustafa, in Egypt, does this symbol signify love?
Yes.
Of course it does.
It expresses love between couples.
Okay, very good. All right. Claudio.
Hello?
Hi. What's number 4 here?
Star-shaped.
Star-shaped, okay. Do children in Brazil get gold stars or silver stars if they do something very good in school? Do you get a star?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes, very common here.
Okay.
And at the bank as well.
At the bank?
Yes, if you have an account at the bank, they will give you a stars. It depends on your situation at the bank. If you are very reliable, probably you will get 5 stars at the bank, like at the school. It's a joke here in Brazil.
Oh my gosh.
The bank behave like the teacher on the school.
Oh my gosh. Really? Wow.
It's not so common. It's not so common like 10 years ago, but you can see it.
That's wild.
Well.
It's crazy. Natalia, number 5 is? Think fruit. Fruit.
The pear?
Pear. Yes, pear-shaped. Here it is.
Pear, yeah.
Yes, it's pear-shaped. And we often talk about people being pear-shaped. If you can, if you see the image, you probably know people with a body that's shaped like that.
Yeah, I like a pear. I like the apple.
Yeah. Right.
I like the guitar.
Like a guitar. Oh.
Yeah.
Guitar shaped. All right. I guess if you had an extra long neck, you would be guitar shaped.
Yeah.
Funny. Okay, and the last one here, of course, is diamonds. We are out of time. Thank you guys. Thank you all very much. Hope you learned a little something about sizes and shapes today. Appreciate it. Yes.
Just
Thank
a
you.
quick question. And when you were talking about cards, that symbol at the cards, like the heart-shaped and star-shaped at the cards, what's the name?
Yeah. Okay, very good. And okay, we have hearts, which we looked at the heart shape. We have diamonds, which we looked at the diamond shape. Then there are spades. Okay.
Spade?
That's the one that starts at the bottom like this and looks like an upside down heart, kind of.
Okay. And the last one is more difficult.
The last one is clubs. It's the one with 3 semicircles, kind of.
Wow. Oh,
right?
Thank you.
Clubs. Sure.
Club.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
See you again soon, I hope.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye for now. All right.